gentlemen, all the honorable jurors in the committee of any speech contest. First of all, let us praise God Almighty for the endless blessing so we can join this competition. But before I start to deliver my speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gracia. I'm a student of Mater Dei Catholic Senior High School, Probolinggo. Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, I would like to deliver a speech about drugs are not the option. According to BNN, which is cited by attorneys, the amount of people who are taking drugs have increased significantly nowadays. And unfortunately, most of them are the youngsters whose age are between 15 until 35 years old. Sometimes we used to describe them as millennials. There are a lot of factors and backgrounds that cause people to take drugs. One of them is the family background. Toxic family environment, such as toxic parents and a lack of affection from other family members, can encourage a person, especially a youngster, who will seek an escape from their problem to take drugs. Why is it so? Well, toxic family environment often lead to stress, depression, and feeling lonely, which has great potential to be the reason to fall into juvenile delinquency. At first, they just want to play, and then they will try, and in the end, they will fall deep. So the drugs are used as an option to release all the stress and depression experienced by the youngster. Another driving factor for all youngsters to consume drugs is the circle of friends. An unhealthy circle of friends is very vulnerable to falling into the dark world, one of which is taking drugs. Sometimes, in a toxic circle, they are more concerned with prestige and trends. They want to be considered as a cool person, but sometimes they can't distinguish between things that are exemplary good and things that actually damage themselves. Again, drugs are used as the reason in the following the passage. It's a certain things that drugs have a tremendous negative impact. Not only is it dangerous for our health, but it also destroys our future. From this incident, we can learn that the role of family and the surrounding environment is very influential in shaping the character of a child. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the experience that I shared earlier, I hope that the youngster or millennials can be wiser in making decisions, not just following temporary happiness and then destroy the future we have trained for a long time. Stop considering drugs as an escape option to relieve the problems you have, because there are so many more positive activities that can rebuild your enthusiasm to live the life you have. My fellow students and youngsters, let us eradicate drugs in order to build the life of our nation into the better one in the future, towards the realization of advanced and prosperous Indonesia and free from drugs. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I can deliver. Hopefully, it will be useful and can add insight to all my fellow students and youngsters so they don't fall into the juvenile delinquency. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.